So white has many options in this opening. White can play here and protect the pawn. White can play here and protect the pawn. White can push the pawn. White can take the pawn. White can do the. I don't like it, but white can do that in theory, right? White can protect it with the bishop. White could throw a check in, but white could just protect it with a bishop also. Lots of options. Lots of options. All right, let's see how the game went. Yes, I believe you gridiron because I played the French. And if I'm getting back to being serious, I'm going to play openings I play, right, to get my mojo back. And yep, so I've been playing a lot of French with you, my friend. All right, so you guys said, what should black do?
Take with the pawn.
Well, yeah, take with the pawn to get back to equal.
Okay, now, so, back to equal. So is black equal?
Yes, and considering that he started how he started, I do think that this is a better position.
Okay. I don't think black minds the position. I don't think it's drastically better, but now they both have freedom of bishops. We have the exact same pawn structure, right? The same exact pawn structure. And it's white to move, so all white now has as an advantage is that he gets to move first. And I do appreciate that, gridiron, because you make me practice a lot of lines. Good, bad, and different. What do you guys think? Analyze for me. Come on.
It is.
With that position,
It's a valid move.
It's a good move. It gets you developing.
It does the #1 job in the opening. It develops a piece. Good, bad, and different. What do you think?
I think it's a good move since it's putting some pressure on the e5 spot.
It's putting pressure on what?
The e5.
Square.
Yes.
Okay, and it develops it develops a kingside piece. Okay. What do you think, Elijah? Are we good?
I mean, I wouldn't have moved the bishop there. I probably would have moved it further.
Where to?
And just have to move it again?
Probably would have moved it to the check, but yeah, that does flip the thing where you need to move the bishop to safety.
Move a piece twice in the opening, Eli.
But yeah, I probably would have moved the white bishop, honestly. But
We're going to move this bishop? Where to?
The white bishop to pin the knight.
Okay, that's a viable play.
Help develop the queen?
Well, I wouldn't take the knight. I usually end up doing so, but I wouldn't.
Well, let's see how the game goes a little bit. Look, white did the same as black. Didn't come here and give a free move. Right? And there is no knight to pin yet. So, are we good? This is a good move?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it's a great move, right? Now we could castle. Okay, moving along. How about this move?
I mean, it moves your knight, but
I
not
like it.
able to. Okay.
It develops the knight and
I
also
don't
if
see
they bring
the-
the. It develops the knight and also if they bring the bishop down to pin, the bishop is protecting the knight
Okay.
without costing an extra.
What do you think, Elijah?
I would have moved the knight to f6 to
Okay.
get it more out into the middle.
And that's the most normal move, right?
Correct, sir.
Or it's the square where it's the most healthy,
Yes.
right? That's where we want the knight normally. Okay. So from here, I will just tell you that in the master database, and I'm telling mostly the audience, but the master database actually says this is the most popular move. A little bit more popular than here. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I know. Well, you don't have to. It's just so this is a viable move. This is one. So remember, this early in the opening, I will let you guys know that as long as you're developing your pieces, even if it's not the best square, it's the second best square, it might be fine for the way that you're planning on playing it, right? So it depends. But if you notice, both sides has readiness to castle. And this creates what we call an imbalance. If the knight were here, it would be a mirrored position. They would be exactly the same, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But by creating an imbalance, you make it where you have a better chance of not being a draw and where you are declaring that you're planning on having some fun, right? You're going to have action. Where if you mirror your opponent and you keep everything mirrored for an extended amount of time, you're kind of declaring, I'm okay with a draw here. So when you're the stronger player and you want to make waves, you want to make imbalances many times to give your opponent more things to think about and make it a little harder for them to find the answers sometimes by not playing right overly safe. Okay, no, that's fine. We're doing good. Okay, what do you think white should do?
In this position, I would move the knight to c3.
What do you say, Catherine?
I say castle.
All right. I like both of those. Those are both
Sure.
developing moves. Let's see what white does do. What do you
Makes
guys
sense.
think?
You get their black pawn out of the equation.
But they don't have to take.
Very
They're
good.
probably gonna take.
They do not have to take. So you guys are okay with this move? Tax the center. The knight can
I'm
now
okay
go
with that
here and
move.
not have to block in his pawn. The pawn can go here next if
Kind of opens
right now
up
you're threatening to
to-
win the bishop for a pawn, right? If black doesn't do something about it, like maybe pushes
Oh.
this knight, he could just say, I just win a bishop for a pawn.
But it does open up the possibility of bishop b4. And
Bishop-
getting a trade out of something.
Do what now? Bishop what?
b4.
Oh,
We're
okay.
with trades.
With a check and then trading off possibly if he blocks. Would that be good or bad?
I feel like you just mentioned that, like, if you're good with keeping things equal, then
Yeah, but is this good or bad? Well, we're not equal anymore because we've already made it imbalanced. So is this good or bad in general? Gridiron, I think you've seen this before. But what
Bad.
why is this bad?
Because you're offering a trade before you're fully developed.
Okay, so white can move here or white can move here, right? And let's say white moves here. Are you going to trade? And if you do
No.
or not, what just happened?
Hmm?
What just happened? How many times
Good
did black
question.
move that bishop?
Twice in the opening.
Twice in the opening. And what did he force white to do?
Develop a piece.
So is this a good move? No. Based on everything we know, one, we forced white to develop a piece, which means we helped white in his game. And two, we moved the piece twice in the opening. So now white has 3 pieces developed. Black has 2. It is black's turn, but we helped white develop a piece. All right. So black moved here. What do you think?
I mean, it's a fair move. Like it opens up the queen to the possibility of a check. You're going to replace the pawn if he takes.
Wait, what? What? You opened up the queen could say check. You're saying
Well,
if you were to
no,
take
black.
here?
The other queen.
Oh, check here. Is that a
The
good
only-
move?
Does mean that you have to develop your bishop next before your knight.
Yes. Because now they're going to fight over that square unless he goes here.
Knight on the rim is very, very grim.
It is, but then if he drops here or if he comes here to take off the bishop, so, yeah, but I agree. I
The
agree.
only danger I see is if the pawn advances.
Say again?
C5.
But it just opened up a spot on c7.
So no longer so that saves the bishop, takes away the threat on the bishop, can't win the bishop. And yes, it doesn't develop a piece, but it does protect the center. But okay. So let's keep going. Good or bad and different? What do you think?
Different. I think it was.
Questionable.
I don't think it was meant to respond to the situation.
Oh, okay. Why?
I think it was meant to just replace the threatened pawn on c4 if it got taken.
So if black takes, he's planning on taking back and having those two pawns.
Yes, and the value of that pawn
Right.
increases.
So is that a good move? Because it only sounds like it's good so far if black takes.
Well, it's also helping to start build the pawn structure. I think that it's a good move.
Ooh.
Yes, Captain.
In an unlikely scenario, if black had put the bishop on b4 now, they couldn't block with the knight. That's nice.
Correct. You would have to block with the bishop or the knight this way.
Mm-hmm.
Or not block at all and just move his king. Yeah, a lot of options.
I probably would have moved the bishop to g4.
But we're still moving the bishop twice. And we still help him develop a piece. And now we almost have to take. Now we can shore it up this way. We don't have to take.
We could move the knight to b5, b6.
Whoa.
No, I don't think so. You mean a6?
Yeah, sorry, I misread this.
We can protect it with a6 as an option also. But we get too far ahead. The most problem I don't like it is it moves it twice and it encourages white to develop a piece. What I don't like about this move is it doesn't develop a piece. We've made another pawn move. So we've just made 2 pawn moves in a row. Do we want to make a lot of pawn moves in the opening?
No, sir.
No.
When in doubt, don't move a pawn.
Well, yeah. When you don't know what to do, don't move a pawn. Definitely, we want to develop our pieces, and these aren't pieces, these are pawns. So just in general, I'd say, no, I don't like this move because I didn't develop a piece. This is what I've been telling and preaching to you guys for the last few weeks. Even now, you guys don't focus enough attention on developing your pieces. You let them not get developed. So I watched no development, 2 in a row. What do you guys think?
I like that move.
I knew you would.
Yeah.
So we finally developed the other bishop, and now black is ahead in development. Usually black's move catches up in development. Now black is actually ahead in development. And that's bad for white, right? So who's winning now? Well, what do you guys think? Analyze it. Tell me what you think.
That's black. Then.
You like black better right now?
That
Yes.
is funny.
And white's on its back foot.
Okay, but he's again, if we counted who owned the center, since that's what you guys used to begin the game to say why white was better, I don't even know. Let's see. You could say white is still attacking that square, though, it'd be detrimental to his health, but he does own that square because he's the only one attacking it. Black attacks once, white is attacking once. That's neutral. So this is white's square. This square, 2 is attacking. Again.
But I don't think the knight can take with those things.
It can because it's not an absolute pin. So technically, it can. Should you know, but it can. But in either case, he has 2 attacking. Black has 1. So in theory, white owns these dark squares just like he did since the beginning of the game. He's owned those squares. Black should understand in this opening that black does not own those dark squares.
Does black own the d5 square?
Great question. Tell me, who owns this square?
Well, black has 2 attacking and white has 1.
So then who owns it?
Black?
So white has control of the center, but who's winning the race in development?
Black.
So the center is a consideration. And when I analyze, I look at development, I look at material, and I look at king safety, and then I look, the last thing I use as a tiebreaker is control of the center. Now, at a higher level, it might be a lot more important, the control of the center. It might not be just a tiebreaker. But at our level, and I say me, you, right, up to master, I feel like, you know, the center is a tiebreaker versus a main factor in analyzing who's winning. Material is number 1. That's still the same. Development is number 2. And then number 3 is going to be king safety. So how are we doing on king safety?
Pretty good.
Yeah, they're both fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pressing on. Tell me what you think.
It's a valid move. It's trying to release the pressure, but you're still not developing.
Yes, we still didn't develop a piece. What else? What I said was the last factor I just told you that we used, not the tiebreaker. King safety.
It opens up one of the squares of the wall of the castle.
Yeah, our best king safety is these pawns to be unmoved and to be castled and have a minor piece. Well, that pawn has just got moved. These pawns already moved. I no longer have the maximum king safety ability because this. All right, let's press on. Excuse me, what do you guys think?
Well, I think that
That's the best. Better,
pulling back
better
the
move.
bishop is what's normal.
And we maintain pressure. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
All right.
oh, wait, isn't he going to push? Oh, he's not going to push the pawn.
No,
Well, then
I
you
would
just
totally destroy his king safety for the future. He'd have no
Eh.
king safety.
Safety's overrated.
No, it's not. It's important. Well, what do you guys think? Develops a piece.
Yes, but
It sure develops.
it doesn't exactly morph it, but that bishop now has limited options.
Oh, this one,
The
yeah.
black one, yeah.
Yeah. And he doesn't take the best square, which is here. But he does say, if you take me, I get to take back with my knight. But if you don't take me, is this knight well placed? You got to decide. Here, he would have been attacking more squares, better square, maybe. Right? So I think the knight belonged here, and the bishop would still have total freedom of choice. I think this limits the bishop. So I don't think it's as good as moving the knight here. And if you're going to put him here, maybe decide if your bishop is going to go this way. And if he's not, then you don't care, right? If the bishop's going to go this way anyway, then fine. But if you want to put the bishop out here, you probably should have done it before you moved the knight here. Okay. Good, bad, and different?
Small loss of tempo, maybe?
It can get scary, can't it? I mean,
Yeah, that bishop. Honestly, though, as white, I would castle as well.
Oh, that's actually really clever. I need to remember this.
Catherine, don't get any ideas.
Elijah.
this looks like it could be pretty interesting.
Pretty annoying, yeah. I mean, I
I
don't even know what you can
feel
do
like
at
to
that point.
stop it.
So, what would you do? Because you're in check, right? You can't take here first. If you move out of the way, okay, fine. I could just go back. I got a free pawn.
Yeah, I'm just getting away scot-free.
right? If nothing else, I got a free pawn. And maybe that's better not to take. Because if you take, maybe bad things will happen. Like, where do you go? What do you do?
Yeah.
You want to come
Wherever
up?
you go, you're losing something.
You're losing something. If you come up, then yeah, this loses material.
You could take the knight,
Oh yeah, you definitely can.
but then that would be a discovered check.
Oh yeah, you could just do that, but I'm thinking with the king this far out and the queen able to go here next. And I have a rook sliding over too, and I do have the discover check still. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to try to run back away? Go home. Run away, run away. You could.
Holding my hand.
It could be very scary. Okay, but
I'm hoping
luckily,
things didn't go that way in the real
luckily
game.
for black, white did not take advantage of that possibility at that moment.
Dang.
Uh,
It develops peace.
Does develop a piece, right? Hits on his own pawn, which may never move.
yeah.
And so I feel like the bishop is not doing anything, but he developed the piece. I would have rather him castle, for sure,
Yeah.
or go for broke and attack the bishop, or we already saw the sack looked really nice. The sack looked really nice.
Feel like
Now, normal move in this opening is coming up next, which I think black should have done instead of castling. Because if you win here first, right? Now this doesn't work because that check gets answered by losing the pawn. And yes, you could take, but you just lost a piece. You're down a whole piece. So this move should have been made before castling, in my opinion. I think this could have been a mistake. I
mean, I feel like it's in white's best interest at this point to undo the mess in the center.
Yeah, but how? How can you can't, how do you forcibly undo this?
That's the thing. I'm not sure if we can.
Oh, okay. So what do you think about this move? F6, you should never play it. So what do you think?
Well, there is still the thing that you pointed out, but I think we've clarified now that he doesn't see that.
Well, yeah, but if he does now, it doesn't matter, right? If he sees it now, it's too late.
It
Yes.
opens up a square for the bishop to go to
Yes.
if he doesn't want to trade.
Yes, and really important, it keeps that knight out of that square.
Mm-hmm.
And that's more important. That's very important in this opening, which is why black didn't put the knight on f6, because he knew he wanted to do this eventually to kick or keep the knight out of here. Okay, we double up.
Oh boy.
And now we could castle queenside or kingside, but neither one is fully safe. But neither is
Are they
black
tied?
anymore.
Are they tied in development?
They are, no, because black still has two pieces to develop.
But they've castled.
And white has to only castle. So white's one step ahead of development, which is normal for white because he went first. So black, unfortunately, or fortunately, doesn't develop another piece, but we can't leave the pawn for free. So first black goes here, not developing a piece. White castles, so now he's fully developed. Black needs still two pieces because we moved that piece twice. So black is far back in development, and white should be able to look for opportunities to sacrifice, but we already saw that back here on castling, he had a chance to attack even though he was not ahead in development. It's just that the king this is precarious because the bishop is, it's what we call this one is the bishop is an undefended piece, and the fact that it's pinning a knight, it's still undefended, so there might be counterplay or tactics where we can win it. And as you saw, that is possible. All right. Bishop back, castle. And black says, I got to finish developing. At least that's what I guess he's saying to himself. White puts another piece on that bishop. So now we have 3 pieces on that bishop.
That is not looking.
And there's only 1 protecting it. Oh, sorry. 2 protecting it. So black says, good, I'll trade it then. Because now there's this pawn is attacked once, protected once, and that's it. And now we have a knight on the rim, which I think Catherine's going to tell me is not good.
Very, very good.
Okay. Black is, I take it, trying to fight for the file. Anything else this does? Anything else this does? Does it do anything else besides fight for the file? The answer is yes.
It helps for if the queen ever got to take h7, the king would be able to move over.
And having the rook on the central file is nice.
And what else though? So besides this, there's something else it does.
The value of the knight.
So how many squares does this knight have?
It has 4, so now it's getting 5.
How many
It
squares?
opens up a square for the knight.
Yeah,
And it's a way to protect that pawn.
because this square is taken, this square is taken, this square is a pawn attacking, this square pawn is attacking. So right now that knight has 2 squares. This square would lead into a fork. And this one will be undeveloping it. So right now that knight has no good squares. 0 good squares. Leads to a fork, otherwise nothing. That knight has no squares. This knight has, can't move here. Can't move here, 2 pieces. Can't move here, sorry. Can't move here, 2 pieces versus 1. So, and it can't go here, here, or here. It could do undeveloped. So both knights are not very well placed or strong. Do you guys agree?
I think so.
Okay. So this not only attacks the center, it gives this knight a square to start with. Then once that knight is here, then this knight, one of them could go there because then it would have the knight helping.
I
Okay.
feel like it also protects that h7 pawn, which will.
White says, let's get off the 7th rank. So now this knight could go here right away. 7th rank, the rim. So now the knight could jump there immediately. But I think black goes on with his plan. Now the knight has squares. And he's helping protect that one. So he has squares. What do you guys think?
I mean, it gets it out of the corner. Or
It's kinda
starts to-
odd.
It
don't you
doesn't
think?
really present any possibility.
Yeah, I thought it was an odd move. I mean, the only difference is this diagonal.
Maybe he wanted to advance the b4 pawn to advance the c5 pawn.
Maybe. Okay. All right. That helps because I didn't know. Okay, queen is now, so now we are almost fully developed except we undeveloped the knight. It's still on the back rank, but the rooks are talking, so I guess technically we're fully developed, but I would like him not to be on the back rank, but okay.
Why not go queen c7?
Oh, why not? Tell me. I mean, now you do have squares, right? The bishop could go here, and the bishop can't go there. Still 2 pieces. So this would be the only square the bishop can go to. So you'd have to decide, is that a place where you want your bishop?
You can run it automatic chase.
Also, these squares, I have no light square. Black has no light square bishop. So these squares are very weak compared to I have a dark square bishop. So I think the idea is that this allows him to fight for the light square points. And if we get pushed, the bishop has more choices. I think. Hey, look at that. Catherine, I think you're a genius. That probably was White's plan. Moving a lot of pawns, though. Didn't improve the rook. Didn't improve the rook. Didn't improve the knight. Don't even know if we really improved the bishop by putting it here. And if you look, if we go back, do I need that to push this pawn? Not really. I could have pushed this pawn if I was going to do it anyway. I could have pushed this pawn first, and then this pawn could push whenever we wanted, and I could have saved moving that bishop more than once.
But no, after they push the C pawn, they could push the B pawn again.
To here? Or here?
For white. Yes.
Oh yeah, and then they could push. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, so I think we're saying the same thing. Because I'm saying he could have done this first. Bishop's got to move first. And then you could push it, right?
But if he pushed it beforehand, after he threatened your bishop with the pawn, he could advance the B pawn again.
Oh, one more?
Trade with the C pawn.
Okay, let's find out. I don't know if that's any good, though, but okay. So you get that move in, and black aligns. Even though there's two pawns in the way and a bishop, there's a lot of stuff in the way. So I don't know if that move is good, but that's what we got. We got what you said, Catherine. And what do you think about that one?
I mean, it's getting the bishop to safety. But I probably would have moved it out.
I would have moved it back, that way the queen can still stay on that row.
On this row?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Also, like future possibilities, right? You can make a battery, checkmating battery. Okay. White doesn't push. White betters the rook, fights for the file. Could have moved this knight and offered a trade, but Black went with this one. So now we're fighting for those dark squares again, trying to make the knight better. And White wants to make his knight better. I think White should have done what Black did, though. I think this knight should have stayed on the king side. What do you guys think? I mean,
it does get it to a place.
I would have stayed on king's side just because there isn't anything of vital importance on the queen side.
Yeah, I don't see much. The queen side seems locked up a bit. I agree with you. I don't think there's a lot of play on the queen side. I mean, you got to decide where you're going to battle, and it looks like Black is trying to arrange for a battle on the king side. So you might want to keep your knights around. Plus, you could attack the king side, especially if that knight were here, right? You might be able to attack that king side. Oh, I got challenged to a game. Sorry.
You have a challenge.
I got challenged to a game. So, okay. But that's, so, White puts the knight out, and Black says, I'm willing to trade.
Finally.
Yeah, there hasn't been many trades. Only one piece so far. So it's interesting. I don't know if this is that great for Black. Maybe it's fine for White to trade down. I don't know.
I like it for Black because if White takes with the queen and you take with the knight, and then if they take your rook with their rook, then you take that rook and hold control of the e5.
Get a lot of trading going on, and then we'll see who's better at the end game. Right now, it's equal pawns, so it's not. I think if Black wanted to play more for a win, he shouldn't offer a queen trade. That's just my thought now. But White doesn't want to do the queen trade.
I love how we're talking like Black isn't just past you.
Isn't what? Black
past you.
Past me?
Yes.
Oh, yes, it is me in the past. Yeah, I know. All right. What about this move? What do you think? Any threats? What is it doing? Is it just
D3.
it's threatening what?
Knight D3.
Threatening to go to D3 and attack a rook? Okay. Anything else?
Ooh, you could also afterwards put the queen on G6, threatening that square in case they blunder and try to do pawn G3.
Cool. Okay. So let's see what happens. White expands on the queen side. Black takes. You got the queen could take back. Black takes. That pawn is really weak. No pawn is going to protect it. And we'd have double pawns. And this one is almost a passer. So find me a move for black.
Yeah,
Knight.
I guess you could go B6.
E knight G6.
Okay. Anybody in chat see any moves you like? See if we can get chat involved a little bit. Any moves? I'm surprised Catherine didn't find the move I found in the game.
Oh. It doesn't have to do with the queen taking the H pawn, does it?
No,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't. So we're back to, and this isn't a puzzle-worthy moment by any of the rules I would have given you, I think. I don't think there's a puzzle-worthy moment rule that would have fit this.
The knight could take the pawn, but I don't see it.
That is what happened. Analyze good, bad, or different. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Oh,
Oh, what does that mean?
no, I'm just thinking through like what could happen.
Okay. Well, you're in check, so white has to get out of check. That's the first rule. So,
Pawn takes.
and then what?
Well, then, like I'd say you move the queen forward to align it with the bishop. Oh, right.
Oh.
So, that knight is defended once. We have an X-ray attack. If I can remove that defender and get my knight out of the way, that knight falls. And I can do exactly that by saying check. He can move his king, or he could take. And if he takes...
He can only move it to H1.
Oh, true. I love that bishop. So he could get into a lot of trouble if he go. Possibly, he could get into a lot of trouble if he goes there. Maybe things like discovered attacks, but I don't like that because oh no, I can still take the knight. Ha!
So,
But yeah, if nothing
that will
else,
work out.
the same as the sack here where we said the king shouldn't take, we get a pawn, right? If nothing else, we get a pawn. So we get a pawn. All we won was a pawn. We traded the knights, but we got a pawn, and now the king is even more unsafe. So, is black winning? Is black doing okay? What do you think?
Black is winning.
Oh, yeah, okay. And what do you think white should do?
Get some more pieces on the king's side.
Okay. How about that?
It's doable, but not what I meant.
Okay. Threatening checkmate, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Stops checkmate.
Knight f5.
That is what happened.
What?
I wonder, what do you do if white does this? What do you think?
Could do knight h4.
Oh, really?
King.
Takes
Okay.
queen.
Then the king takes.
Bishop takes rook.
Yeah. So you probably, if you don't want to do that, you got to move the rook back out of the way.
Then knight back to h4, attacking them.
And you play on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
But
So
they have a
that
very weak king side.
yeah. So that's a viable, right? That's a viable play if he goes here. Anything else come to mind? I was thinking this at the time.
Well.
That's what I was thinking at the time.
Yeah, I can see how that will work.
How?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Because then, like, if the
Back
rook.
Huh?
Oh wait.
Oh wait, no, there's a bishop protecting.
Yeah, that's what I just saw too.
Is that what you're thinking?
They don't have to move it over. They just can keep it over on the other side. And
Well, what happens if he attacks the queen?
but the queen can take it.
Then a bishop takes.
Then rook takes.
And then what do we do?
Probably the queen will block.
Only way. Only
And
choice.
then I think he'd be a pawn ahead.
Are you a pawn ahead?
And then you could take the b5 pawn.
Why?
Oh, do not do that.
So I'm not a pawn ahead. I'm a whole piece ahead.
Oh, I didn't see the knight.
Yeah. So my plan was, if he went here, was to go here. But then I thought, okay, like you said, he doesn't have to go there, though again, I usually think they will. But I thought I could go here. And now this doesn't work. Why doesn't it work?
Because the knight can block.
Yeah, the knight can go here and block afterwards. So I don't remember what my plan was at this word. I know I looked at it, and I don't remember if I said go here. I don't remember if I thought just come back. But that was the move I didn't like. But yeah, I think this is also playable because he can't move his queen anywhere, because we could take his rook and say check. He could do this move, but silly. You could have just, right? You're still losing a rook. Okay. But he didn't do that. He took. So I think that's easy.
Wow.
What should black do now?
Attack the queen with the knight.
You want to attack the queen with the knight, like here? Oops, sorry.
Yeah, that's Catherine, all right. Immediately leaping to the aggressive strategy.
Well, why not?
Check, aren't I?
So you're saying attack the queen. Anybody else? Any other ideas?
None that work, no.
Oh, okay. Why not take the pawn, Catherine?
Oh, with the knight? Guess you could.
I guess you could. It's playable.
Well, if you have to.
I'm curious to see on this. So can't go here because that'd be mate. Can go there, but then that is not mate. I don't think it's
It's
comfortable.
not mate, but it gets you a trade if he doesn't.
I mean, if you go in here and you said check, you could say check again. It gets weird. It's kind of hurts my head. Could come up here because now we're threatening nastiness here, possibly with at least a perpetual
Queen
possible.
to H2.
Check. Can even throw one in here if you want, but then what? All right, we're going to come out here. We're going to run away.
Ah.
Yeah, see, it's not so clear. Okay. Anyway, Black said I'm taking a pawn because now I'm finally up a pawn. Well, I'm up 2 pawns, and the pawn structure is looking worse. What do you think?
I mean, like obviously you take back, but I don't.
Why is it obvious? Can you do it? Is anything else better? You got a check you could throw in. You got a check you could throw in. You got a check you could throw in. Either way, maybe play that first. And if you
Could
play,
take the knight.
if you play this throw check, then it blocks the queen.
Ooh. Oh wait, no, it's protected by pawn.
Right? If you do this check, the king attacks the knight. So that's not as good. But if you do this check, the king has to move, can't move there. Has to move to one of those two. And then you could take the pawn. Or you don't even have to take the pawn if you have something else, because the queen can't take this pawn because your knight's in the way. But you just wouldn't be able to move the knight.
You could take the knight on b3.
With the knight?
Mm-hmm.
Could, but I don't think that works.
Oh.
I don't think that works.
But they can't. They could.
Where do you want them to
go? King f8 is the best.
Yeah, you go in here, you get mated, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go. It's not just the best. It's the only legal. It's the only move to not get mated. And so I guess now we could take with the queen, or we could take with the pawn. Either one works, right? This one might work best because it actually protects that pawn. So instead, what Black did was take back, because he figured otherwise everything is still where it was, and he liked the way it looked right now. So, right, if you say to yourself, I like the way it looks, if I take, it looks just like it did a second ago, I can keep everything the same. And I just took away any, tricky threats. I didn't keep it complicated, but why why worry about complications when you're ahead? You make complications when you're behind. So White did good to try to make a complication, make it complicated, because he was down 2 pawns. So when you're down 2 pawns, you try to make it complicated. And so I think White did a good job of trying to make it complicated. But you don't want to trade pieces, right? So White doesn't trade a piece. White moves the knight attacking the pawn. But it's on the rim, and the bishop isn't doing anything. And boy, his pieces look really useless. They don't look like they're doing anything useful.
I'm not sure if it works at the moment, but queen c1 at the time looks really nice.
I liked it too. Because how do you protect that bishop? It's pinned. How do you protect it? You don't have time to take, knight can't take c6, queen takes check, king moves, and it just, I think it falls apart. Knight could take knight, bishop might be able to, I don't remember, but I think it falls apart. And in fact, I know it falls apart because this fails to check and you can't go here. So that same, that bishop that we talked about, that,
And they must block with the queen, and then you can check the knight.
so look how powerful this bishop is in the end game. And all we did was drop it back onto b8 so long ago, remember? And he hasn't moved since we moved him there. And he is the biggest pain in the butt for white because he can't put his king on that h2 square. Just
This
think
bishop
about
is sounding a lot like my brother.
Boy.
I mean, I think that's pretty fascinating that that bishop sitting on b8 looks like he's undeveloped, has been the biggest thorn in white's side because white can't get his king there. And he
It's
can't
like
put his
having a
queen
sniper's
here.
nest and you can't do anything about it.
So yeah, you just take with check. This is the only legal move. And you could say with check, I guess. Yeah, you could say with check, I guess. But neither one of those are necessary, I don't think. Well, maybe it is. Ooh, let's see. If you say check, he's got to hold on to the queen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you say check again.
Oh, wait. You don't even have to check them. You can just check them with the bishop to h2.
No, well, if I went here first,
Then he just moved there and you couldn't check him.
now what? But I like your idea, but you have to change the order. Go with the first check. He has to go here to hold on to the queen. You go another check. He has to go
Probably
here.
like that.
Now you do the check you're saying. Because now he only has one square. If he, well, he has no squares. He has to take, right? Because he can't go here. Because it doesn't help you. And now we have threatening mate again. Yeah. So now his only move is here, and I think the game is effectively over. I think that's pretty cool, don't you?
Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean,
Oh, by the way, even here you can just go here, because if he takes, it's mate. So the knight can't even be taken. Wow, that's so yeah. So there you have it, all because of that square being taken. So instead he came over to protect the bishop, and black said, not here, where the queen would just take it, of course, but here we'll double up on the bishop. And again, he could take here, but it's too slow because that check is mate. And I looked at it and I said, well, what could he do? I mean, how can he, what could he, I didn't, I mean, I'm looking. He has to give room for his king maybe to run away. So I thought he might come here because that check, I could move here, but then he could do check here, not even taking the bishop. And if I went here, then his queen can go back to here, and he might be able to get a perpetual out of it. I don't think that quite works because if we take check, he has to move. He doesn't have time for this because it's still black's move, and you could just go here and say check and force a trade of queens. What else could you do? You could come here. Well, I want to protect this pawn though. Because I don't, oh, wait, I have the knight. But that doesn't work because then, like I said, he gets the check. And we go here. And he gets to go here. And we don't, how do we, because we don't want a perpetual. He's going to go here and he's got a perpetual. Our queen is too far away to stop the perpetual. So we don't want to take the knight. Cannot take the knight. So I think you're just forced to trade of queens, and you have a knight and a bishop against a knight, and yes, one passed pawn, but he's not going to make it. I found it fascinating.
Wow, that was
Interesting game, right?
I mean, you did win.
I did win. All right, we'll see you later. But I thought it was an interesting game, and I was interested to see how you guys analyze. And so I didn't hear a lot of things I hoped I would hear, just to know that you're seeing the game the way I want you to, which has a lot to do with development, not development, king safety, not king safety. You guys started off with the center, and as you saw, the center was a lot less important than development and tactics, right? I mean, you dropped a pawn because of tactics. And then this is bad, right? Why are you trading off another rook? And now the bishop is undeveloped. Yes, mine is too, but remember we have other facets to our game, and it drops a pawn, more importantly, right? This rook move dropped a pawn. All I have to do is take, pulls the bishop away, and you took away a defender from the pawn. But again, both of these pieces are defending a pawn. So you have two pieces defending a pawn. And even if the rook stayed there, or maybe the rook should have come here to help protect the pawn. But yeah. Then we still have this attack on the queen and options. All right, cool beans. What do you guys want to do for the last, we got at least 20 minutes. I do like the retro black and white look. I will say I like it. Thank you so much, 3XK.
I don't know. Do you want to play a game? So
Sure, let's do it. Challenge me to what you want to play. I'll again let you guys pick. That way you can try to get an advantage based on the time. Handicap. It's not a true handicap because we both get the same time, but
I feel intimidated by your confidence.
I like that. I was playing pickleball the other day. By the way, my brother came to visit, and we went out and played. He played in his first pickleball tournament ever. First time playing any duper rated anything. And he jumped into the pool at 3.5, which is pretty much, it's like the above average for pickleball. It's also for tennis, by the way, above average. So average would be like 2.5 or 3. 3.5 is above average. 4 is class A or good. And you go on from there, right? So he jumped in at 3.5 and he ended up winning the tournament and going undefeated. So I thought that was pretty good. Oh, he went casual blitz though. All right, so I'm gonna play the opening that they just laughed at. No, they didn't laugh at it, but Catherine, you could do the commentary. You could try doing the commentary. She's like, what are you talking about? I can't do that. I can do my own commentary. So pinning the knight, this is a variation. Now that's interesting. He almost missed it. He almost made it, Catherine. This is the normal move in this opening, to come out here and attack that pawn that's no longer defended. That's a variation I could see you playing, Catherine. I could definitely see you playing that variation. All right, we're going to take.
Give her ideas.
We're going to take.
Oh boy.
Now, I was contemplating taking and doubling up the pawns, but we're going to play chase the queen instead. Just for fun. Just for fun. Because now he can't go here like we had demonstrated. Oh, okay. You can go there. So many options. You know what? I'm just going to play Solomon and develop. I get into trouble playing you with speed chess though, because I'm not a speed chess player. No, we're going to castle. Now he pins me. Interesting. Interesting.
Somebody needs to relieve pressure.
Yeah, he's trying to. You know, that's not a bad. You know, since you're gonna give me hints, I'll take your hints. It's a casual game. I'll see if I can relieve pressure. Doesn't want me to relieve pressure. I can tell that for sure. We're gonna have fun and play silly. So let's go. Well, if nothing else, he's burning time on his clock. We like that. Oh boy, oh boy. So Catherine would have taken my knight in a heartbeat, right, Catherine? Double my
Yes, sir.
pawns? Double my pawns? That's what I thought he should have done. I gave him the opportunity. He didn't jump at it. He could have done it. Oh, now I don't know what he's doing anymore. Now he's gone. He's just gone crazy.
I don't know
Catherine.
either.
He's just went crazy, Catherine. He's making crazy moves.
I'm losing my mind.
He's making crazy moves now. Nothing makes sense. I don't know what he's doing.
I am not affiliated with this person at all.
Okay, I thought you were, but okay, he's still going crazy here. I don't know what he's doing. How can I hurt him? Let me count the ways. Okay, we're gonna start by taking here. All right, well, you know, I'm gonna bite. I'm gonna just bite at it because he's tempting me. He's trying to tempt me for some reason, Catherine. Oh, okay. Didn't see that coming. That was a surprise move on his part. I did not see it coming. Okay, didn't see that coming either, Catherine. I don't know what he's doing again. He's confusing me, Catherine.
Does that quite a lot here.
Oh, does he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you're confused as to why in the world that thought even entered his brain.
I actually don't do that a lot at home. It's,
You did it today in the Catan game.
what?
You
Me?
ruined placement for everyone.
That's part of the game.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Okay, well, I'm done. I'm done.
Say goodbye to that piece. I don't want to do that. Why am I doing that? I don't know, because I don't know what else to do. We're gonna play quiet. There. Okay, we'll run away. And we'll take that one. Oh, he's running me around again. Oh, I can't go. Oh, I can't go. Oh, I can't go to any of those squares I really wanted to. Oh, that's bad. But I'm pretty far ahead. I think I don't have to worry too much. Oh, I missed an opportunity.
An opportunity.
I missed an opportunity. I feel quite bad.
Yes, that did.
Bum 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 bum. Hmm. He says, hmm.
Oh, wait, shoot.
Just waits for no man.
Yeah. I prefer not to analyze this game.
Oh, don't worry. We weren't going to.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, Catherine, you want to play a quick one?
Okay.
Kind of like your guys' reward for helping with the class and analyzing that game is you get to beat me up in chess. I'm supposed to show the time though. Sorry about that, guys. All right, what has she got going for me here? Oh man, you are vicious. You are vicious. That is just so wrong. You know my weakness. Eliza, she went 3-0 on me. 3-0. I mean, that's just wrong. That is so wrong. Okay.
Catherine didn't like small time.
Say again?
I said I thought that Catherine didn't like blitz chess.
Oh, I don't know. That's a great
The kid,
question.
I'm amazing at it.
Wow. There you go.
Catherine, has anyone told you that you're really humble?
I don't think anyone's ever
I
told she
know
was
both
really
answers to
humble.
that one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not what I expected.
Oh,
Not what I expected. Very much not what I expected. And now I'm thinking, which could be bad. I could run out of time thinking. Gotta be careful with Catherine. Oh yeah, okay. I like that. I like that better. Now, how do I try to find ways to hurt her? That went there, so it was there. Now it's not there anymore. What difference does that make to me? Not much. Okay, we're gonna get rid of you. We're gonna get rid of you. Interesting. Oh, we can leave you with double pawns forever. Okay, let's try that. Don't rush. I got 55 seconds. I go there, he goes there, then I go there. And he just comes back. Okay, doesn't work. Hmm.